Hello, Ravens, and welcome back to another how-to series on how to create a basic sway. Sorry about the delay in posting this, but let's get into it. So first, let's talk about how to find sway. So you can find sway. Let's bring up our browser. You can find sway by going to login.microsoft.com. And once you're there, you can find it in two different ways. Right here on the top left-hand corner, like I said, the waffle. You can click on that, and you'll find it right here underneath SharePoint. Now, be careful. There are two S's for the icon. You have the bubbles, which is SharePoint, and you have the square, which is going to be for Sway. Or you come down here where you have the apps, and you can find Sway right below Microsoft Teams, and you should be familiar with that icon. When you click on either of them, it will give you the option. It will give you the option kind of like if you're creating an online Word document or an online PowerPoint. Excuse me. We're going to go ahead and click a blank Sway, and let's talk about the different features within Sway. So like any Microsoft document, it does save automatically. And the first thing that pops up is your title Sway. This is where you're going to insert your title. For this instance, we are focusing on the properties of water. But you can change up your title as well to have fun with it. And then when you see with emphasize, you can make it bold or unbold, or with accent, you can italicize it or unitalicize. Now, the cool thing that I like about Sway is that it's very easy to insert videos, images, or media. So we're going to click up, add this background, and I can actually type in, so since we're focusing on water, and it's going to go ahead and pull up suggested results from Bing. And if you want to look at both images and videos, you'll click all. If you want just images, you have this. Or if you want to look at some videos and insert videos, you will click on that as well. Just keep in mind with this being a presentation, keep your videos to a minimal length, to a very short length. So something that's like 3 hours long wouldn't be the best. Something, what is that, 10 hours long wouldn't be the best, especially if it's instructional methods. It probably wouldn't be the best. I would probably limit it probably to like 2 to 3 minutes long at max, and then minimize the amount of videos you have in your Sway. This Creative Commons, if you click it, if it's clicked and it automatically clicks for you, that means that all material being used does not require you to have permissions or permissions from the creator to use it. Now, if you unclick it, then it will require you to have you will have to cite your source from where you retrieved that image or that video. But let's just click on a simple basic video. I like this one. It looks like a nice little river. You select it and then you click add. And then anytime you want to just see what your Sway is going to look like from that point, you can click up here to the top right. You can click play. And then it kind of gives you the what it's going to look like. That is a beautiful picture. Very nice and clear. Anyways, when you go back, you're going to click edit again when you're ready to add more information. Now for this one, for any presentation, I would go ahead and add headings for each component of what your presentation is going to cover. So first for this one, of course, we're going to cover what is bonding. And remember for this presentation, I'll go over where you can find the requirements for the presentation. The next one, we can go ahead and call this, if you want to, we could do physical properties of water. Then our next one is going to be temperatures, effect on water. And please make sure you start doing your spell checks as well for presentations. Let's get into the habit of doing that. Let's do pH. The other way around. And then we have what, universal solvent? All right, so we've got that in there. But anytime, so say for instance, I know on my layout for Sway, I had universal solvent before pH. So if you want to move anything around, you'll just select it, or you have the crosshairs that come up, and you could just move it around. So we'll do that. And then now let's talk about some different adages or different types of cards. So each of these little stacks, each of these little tiles are called cards as well. So let's see what the different cards are. So let's go up to what is bonding, and we can hit this plus sign. And there's different suggested is like the main type of cards that you'll use, and you could just stick right here without getting lost. You have text where you have two different types of heading, and then just regular text. With media, the cool thing I like about media though is that you can actually do a voiceover for Sway. So I can actually record myself speaking about what is bonding, what are the physical properties of Sway. So remember, that's adhesive, cohesion, surface tension, and capillary action. So that's cool. You can really put in audio in there. And then grouping, the one that we use the most is stack. You can also use automatic, grid, and comparison as well. So let's see, we're gonna add in text next, and I'm gonna put in there bonding is, and this is where you can just put in, you can do two different things. You could add in, just keep on typing your text as is. You could bullet point it, or you could put, you could put numbers if you wanted to. You could even link to an outside source as well, so that's pretty cool too. You could change the focus to make it bigger if you want to make the font size a little bit bigger. And then say if we don't like that, just hit the delete and then it goes away. But one thing that I really like that you would actually kind of find useful for, especially this physical property right here, is the stack. You can add content. So first I would add in a text card. Adhesion is whatever it is. And then I'm going to add in an image. And let's search for adhesion. And then you'll add in an image for that. Then the next thing I would do is add in cohesion. Then you would add in an image for cohesion. And then let's add in surface tension. And then let's add in an image for surface tension. And let's see what it looks like afterwards. Surface tension. All right. And then, there we go. Actually, we'll add in this water bug. That's a clearer picture, so we'll add that in. All right, so let's see what this looks like from the beginning. So let's do bonding. We could look up a picture for that title, for that heading card. All right, we'll add that in, physical properties, and we could even be a little catchy here. If I can spell properly, physical properties. And I still can't spell right, and it's okay. Properties. All right. So let's add in, sure, we'll add in this image of, this is actually salt right here. So let's go back and let's see what it looks like, all right? So you have our properties of water. And this slide is actually going up, or this way is actually going up and down. Then we've got bonding. Then we've got properties of water. So this is what I'm talking about for a stack. So it kind of reminds me of note cards. Flipping through note cards as you are making a speech or flipping through old photos. So it talks about adhesion, then you'll have the photo picture. Cohesion is, then you'll have the photo picture. Surface tension, and then you have the photo picture as well. So that's what a stack does right there. So if I like the content, the next thing you can do is that you can go on to design next. And up here at the top, you can click on, so you have design is what I clicked. Then we click on styles. So the first thing you can look on is if you want your information to go up and down, or if you want your information to go left or right, or if your information can go properly through kind of like slideshow. All right. The next thing you can do is you can actually click on these backgrounds, and it'll give you a little bit of a background to your give you like a little border and a background to your sway. It'll change up the font a little bit for you, which is pretty cool. Uh, but again, the reason why I really prefer Sway over PowerPoint is that it really has you focus on the storyline or the information first, and then you focus within the design layout, and it still limits your design, but it still gives it a chance to personalize your design. So hopefully you enjoyed that. The next thing that let's talk about is we're going to hit share, and we'll talk about where you can find your information for the sway itself, like the requirements for the properties of water sway. So to share, you're going to click share, and all you have to do is just hit this copy link. Now let's go into our OneNote notebook. We can click the waffle, or we can click OneNote right here. Let's go into first period. And if we click on if you click on your name, you go to module 2. And then let's go to the properties of water, module 2.1. Scroll down, and these are some great helpful hints for your helpful videos for creating your sway and to learn about water. In this sway, you'll actually learn, it goes through the different categories of what I want you to create. But then down here below, after you're done, you'll hit enter. You'll right click and you'll paste that link and then hit space. And the cool thing about Sway and Sway and OneNote, it actually links your Sway automatically to your OneNote. And that's it. Don't forget to hit me up if you have any questions on Schoology or email. And thanks for watching.